Ladies and gentlemen, since the incident on August 5th, 2023, a lot is really coming out about these folks. From what I'm understanding, they've been causing problems down at that riverfront for quite some time. All right. This is just the one time they kicked off the violence and got arrested. But people knew who these folks were, and they were known for being troublemakers down there on the riverfront. So I knew it couldn't have been their first time because it was just too easy for them to dive on that black man that we know as the security guard. It was just too easy. So here they are. And I got another story that I need to tell you about. But these are known races, and it's coming out that people heard the N word. All right. But the police so far have not charged them with a hate crime. And there definitely should be hate crime charges on these folks. And let me just tell you one thing, there are a few people, them folks, because they're butt sore over this incident. They're out there trying to deflect by using that old white woman that was in the red shirt. Oh, a man hit her. Well, historically, do you know how many white men put their hands on black women and still do to this very day? Okay, no, you're not going to deflect from what everybody saw on that video. These men, along with other people in their family, kicked off all of this violence by jumping a melanated man. And that woman that y'all are now trying to jump on, she's irrelevant. See, this is what happens when you get your butt in the middle of a brawl, which she did. She went out there and started fighting. So when you get hit during a brawl, tough luck to you. I'm not about to sit here and make a video and harp on what happened to her. Then, to me, that proves your racism because you're completely skipping over what these dudes on the screen did. And your only concern is some old white woman that should have kept herself out of the fight. As old as she is, she don't have any common sense. So she got slammed with a chair. Oh well, moving on. So let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. So we heard yesterday one man, which was Roberts, was already in custody, and Shipman and Todd were the two that turned themselves in. So the two suspects already turned themselves in and they've been charged in the Montgomery Riverfront Brawl. So the Montgomery police have confirmed that, all of the suspects that they named, the chief of police named during the press conference, they're all in custody. All right. And so they're charged with third degree assault, which is a misdemeanor, which I don't believe they should be charged with a misdemeanor at all. What they did was very calculated. So, and Roberts, he's the one that got two warrants against him. Shipman and Todd have one warrant. All right. So the police have also identified victim Damian Pickett, who is the co-captain of the Harriet the second riverboat. He and the 16-year-old male. All right. So his name, the police said Roberts struck this teen. But y'all, that teen brought it on the pier. If you go back and watch when he got up on that pier, it was on. It was on. He got the best of grown behind white men on that pier. A 16-year-old. Okay. He was just too much for them. So he is definitely, along with the chairman, he is definitely another hero for that day. We were amazed at him swimming from that riverboat onto the pier. That was amazing, but it was even more amazing when he was on the pier and he got in the fight. That was even more amazing. So, anyway, the police are still appealing to Reggie Gray. Reggie Gray is a 42-year-old man. He is the one that we call the chairman. So they have not announced any warrants for him. But one thing, he struck people that were swinging on other folks. Listen to me now. He struck people that were swinging on other folks, and that included that woman in the red shirt. She went out there swinging on other people, so she got what was coming to her. So, at the news conference on Tuesday, police said that, they saw Gray striking people with the folding chair. He should not be in trouble for that. If you can donate to the GoFundMe that's up. So we know how the fight broke out. They said it began at 7 p.m. on Saturday when the riverboat with 227 people aboard was ready to dock and a private pontoon boat was in their spot. And ladies and gentlemen, I heard that's not the first time they have done that with their boat. This is not a first time incident, which tells me if they've been causing all of these problems down there at the riverfront, this family, they should have taken care of them a long time ago. All of those melanated men and women, all they did was step in and give the justice that should have been done a long time ago by the police. I would love to know who the cops were that let these people get away with what they were doing down there. Somebody had to be letting them get away with it for it to be going on for so long. But make no mistake, y'all, the people around knew who these folks were, and so did the police. The police knew who they were too. Now, the question, do they have a relative that's on the police force or somebody they know? Is this why it took so long for something to happen to them? It makes you wonder. So we already know they had detained 13 people and questioned them on Saturday, but everybody was released eventually. Everybody was released. And they said Albert and Pickett were treated at the hospital for injuries. One person was hurt. So Albert, it says the police department is still working with the ALEA and the FBI to investigate because there will possibly be more charges filed. If you're going to bring more charges, it should be on the people that jumped off the violence. It would never have gotten out of hand if they did not jump. If they didn't jump the melanated man from the very start. They are the cause of all the violence that took place on Saturday, August 5th, 2023. Y'all, mm, mm, mm. And the people that heard them shouting, they said they were shouting the N word. They weren't trying to say it quietly. And the people that heard them do this, I hope the police know this should be a hate crime. There is no way that should be excluded. Y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.